Hey everyone, Amanda Blaine here, holistic clinical therapist and trauma specialist. And just one question for you today. How is mental health affecting your life? For millions of people out there, we are having these conversations because it's either the daily anxiety that we live with, or post-traumatic stress, or mood disorders, or some other type of brain chemistry imbalance or issue that is affecting us at home, at work, or affecting those that we love. And so let's celebrate the fact that we live in a time when having conversations around mental health does not come with as much shame, judgment, and stigma as it did for the generations before us. Now, as a holistic clinician, I am also celebrating the fact that we're living in a time in which we have thousands of years of case studies coming from some of our ancient traditions in looking at the links between what we're eating and mental health, the way we're living, our connection to nature or our disconnection from our natural rhythms, and how that affects our overall quality of life. We have thousands of years of case studies around this, and that is now merging with modern day science. So we have all of these peer-reviewed scientific studies that are validating so much of what we've actually known for thousands of years. And some of those newest discoveries or the newest pieces of information that have been verified through these more modern studies is that our gut bacteria has a huge impact on our mental health. As a matter of fact, the American Psychological Association says that over 90% of our serotonin is produced by gut bacteria. Now, when we look at the amount of antibiotics that we've used in our life, as well as how sterile our soil in which the food is grown has become over the years, we have to ask the question of what is the health or quality of my gut biome, and how might that be affecting my mental health and the mental health of my children or the mental health of my home or community. So that's a huge factor that is still overlooked when it comes to more of looking at mental health through a mainstream psychological lens. But we now have the peer-reviewed science there showing that this is a huge component of our brain chemistry. And it doesn't stop at just serotonin. Extremely low-fat diets can have an impact on estrogen and progesterone. Progesterone is a natural mood regulator. So there are so many ways that what we eat is affecting how we're feeling on a daily basis and how we're interacting with our loved ones. Now, we take this a step further and we look at our nervous system. So our nervous system and the various states that you can explore within your nervous system or experience in a day's time, such as fight, flight, or feeling completely open for social engagement, or feeling completely shut down, and all of the various survival responses that have been identified through psych research. All of these play a factor in not only our mood, but the way we assert ourselves in our daily lives and the way we connect or attach or struggle with attachment in our personal lives. So that's another component. And the world's leading expert in trauma therapy, Bessel van der Kolk, tells us that trauma itself and stress begins as a physiological experience, meaning in the body, and that experience then translates to the mind. So it impacts the quality of our thoughts as well as our emotional experience. Now, when we take this a step further and look at the fact that mainstream talk therapy is targeting mainly the neocortex or the rational thinking brain, right? Well, trauma exists in the subcortex, and it also impacts our limbic system or the emotional system of the brain. So when we're just sitting and having a talk therapy session, or we're hashing things out with a life coach, we're really not targeting the parts of the brain and the body that we need to address if we're going to make lasting, sustainable changes in our mental health and overall quality of life. So that's a lot of information. And if you are intrigued and wish to learn more about the connection between your gut health and your brain health, your nutrition and your overall psycho-emotional experiences, as well as the Psyche Body Link, then I invite you to attend my free masterclass coming up on January 7th. You can check it out at the link provided. Go to my website and RSVP now. When you come to that class, you're also going to receive a New Year special, very limited offer on some promotional pricing for my programs through Psyche Body Soul. But even if you are not interested in those programs, you can still come to this free masterclass and get so much information that can absolutely change your life and the way you're approaching your mental health and how you're supporting your loved ones with their mental health. So go ahead and sign up to a Chinese medicine approach to mental health on January 7th. See you then.